Greetings and welcome to the Dr. J Vlog Series. It's Sunday, April 19th, 2026, and today we're going to offer the next installment of the newly created subsection on poetry and prose, and we're going to focus on some of the work of Laura Gilpin today. Now, Laura Gilpin was a nurse and a poet and a staunch advocate of nursing reform. She was born in 1950 and then died in her 56th year early in 2007. She published just two works of poetry, The Hocus Pocus of the Universe, which is an award-winning work back in 1977, and then posthumously, The Weight of the Soul by Franklin Street Press in 2008. So I was exposed to her work, some of her work, I should say, briefly sometime in the late 1970s, but I never really thought too much about her until many, many years later. And so in today's first installment, I'd like to share one of her, I'm going to give her two of her poems, but the first one resonates especially with the 5-part miniseries I did recently on what happens or what might happen when we die. And then the second one just happens to be amongst my sort of top 10 or all-time favorite poems. And both of these come from her 1977 work, The Hocus Pocus of the Universe. Okay? So again, today I'll just read the poems for your listening pleasure. And you can certainly offer your thoughts and reactions. I don't want to bias them in the second installment, or the next installment, I should say. I'll then offer my analysis of these poems. Okay, but today, just enjoy. So here's her poem titled Life After Death. These things I know, how the living go on living and how the dead go on living with them. So that in a forest, even a dead tree casts a shadow and the leaves fall one by one, and the branches break in the wind, and the bark peels off slowly, and the trunk cracks, and the rain seeps in through the cracks, and the trunk falls to the ground, and the moss covers it, and in the spring the rabbits find it and build their nest inside the dead tree, so that nothing is wasted in nature or in love. All right, so that's it. And then the second poem for today is titled The Two-Headed Calf, and again happens to be one of those poems that's one of my favorites and one that I've actually committed to memory long ago. It goes like this. It's just 4 sentences, really. Tomorrow when the farm boys find this freak of nature, they will wrap his body in newspaper and carry him to the museum. But tonight he is alive and in the north field with his mother. It is a perfect summer evening, the moon rising over the orchard, the wind in the grass, and as he stares into the sky, there are twice as many stars as usual. Okay, so that's it for today, and I'll share the follow-up analysis video shortly, soon, I hope. In the meantime, keep well, you beautiful people, and as always, may you and yours continue to create peace in your lives, nurture love in your hearts, and dole out hugs in abundance. See you soon. Peace.